Hi, I'm Madalyn here with GetAMPed Magazine, and I have Lajon Witherspoon, Sevendust, with me.
Hello, hello.
I feel honored.
No, I feel honored. It's a pleasure to see y'all, and it's a pleasure to be hanging out with you.
Well, thank you. How does it feel to be in Jacksonville?
Oh my God, are you kidding me? I was up at 6 o'clock this morning in the Walmart parking lot, happy as a little, I don't know, what was I happy as? A little oyster in the sea? So is that
That's a good one.
No, it's beautiful. Anytime we come here, I was just talking with the gentleman from Monster Truck about how Florida just makes you feel different when you get here, and it's a different vibe and energy, and it's always a pleasure to be here.
Well, good, good. Well, I know you guys just dropped your album, Blackout The Sun, in March, and it was, 3-year absence, and this is your first album to hit #1 on the Billboard charts. So congratulations.
Did it hit #1?
It did.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Wow. Well, I know it was on the charts. Just, that's great. We've been doing it for so long. We didn't have any expectations for this album. And for it to do that, it's amazing. And it lets me know that God has a plan. And we just, we stay focused. And we just wrote an album that we felt like was about what's going on in our lives and what's going on in everyone's lives as we've gotten older. And I think that's what this album talks about, just our experiences.
So is that what your creative process was going into it? It was just kind of like start fresh together?
Yeah, we didn't write any songs. We didn't write any music for it. We booked the studio out for 30 days, and we went in from 12 noon until 12 midnight every day except for Saturday, and we'll go right back in Sunday. We had 2 live rooms set up, drums, amps, everything, and we could record in either room. And then several other rooms for like vocals. I had a vocal room where I could go in and write my ideas down and record right there on the spot. So it was like a beehive at all times. So you can imagine just going in at noon and starting up fresh on a new song. And it was really cool. It was just like, when we were kids and we would go to rehearsal and just go in there and jam. Yeah, and that's what it was like. And I, with that being said, I don't think we would have left there in 30 days if we wouldn't have felt like we would have had what we needed.
That's good. Well, I first heard Decay on Octane, and when I heard it, I was like, oh, I love this. I can't wait.
Decay was actually, now that song, the music was halfway written from Cold Day Memory, and we were sitting there at the end of the album, and John was kind of going through his computer, and we said, we could put one more song on here, and it said, da-na-na-na-na-na, and we're like, oh, it sounds good, and the studio was right there, and so we got up on the stage, and everybody started jamming, and Decay came out. The rest of the song, and then all of a sudden it was a single. So it was like, wow, I think things kind of were aligned right.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
So is this correct me if I'm wrong, but this is your first album that you put out on your Seven Brothers record? Or, okay, so.
No, this is like our second.
Is it the second?
Third, I think. I don't know. Second or third. That's a good question. It's not the first. How about that?
Do you like being in control?
Yeah, definitely like to be.
Seven Brothers is your record.
Yeah, so we're a partnership, but it's good to kind of police more things that are going on, more so like before in our career. If there's any advice I can give to you people out there, ladies and gentlemen, be a businessman or a businesswoman in the music business. Unfortunately, you have to be. Stay true to your art, but just kind of keep your finger on the pulse when it comes to the business side. Us having our own imprint has definitely helped us a lot.
Yeah.
Just like I said, policing our own destiny at a sense at times, without some other guy in the office sitting there with a cigar, spending money and
in a big chair.
Yeah, and at the end of the tour, I got a Tico stick and a shirt from a band. They gave it to me for free.
Aww.
And this guy's driving around some new car. It's not like that anymore. Well, it's kind of like that somewhere. I don't know what's going on around here. No, but yes, it's cool for us to have an imprint. And in the future, we'd definitely like to start signing other bands and helping other artists. We did put Call Me No One, which is Morgan and Clint's project, and we signed them to the label. So if you want to call it that, kind of keep it in house. I felt like if we didn't sign them, then it'd be kind of trouble in the house, wouldn't it? What if we said no? Well, now it's weird. Yeah, now it's weird. Yeah, well, okay, we signed you guys. Good luck. No, but it's a pleasure.
That's cool. So do you feel like, with what I watched the interview that you did with Steve back in 08 with GetAMPed Magazine, that was kind of when MySpace and all, Facebook and that stuff's taken off, and a lot of bands pretty much self-promote now. Do you think that they need a record label, or do you think that they can do just as well?
Yeah, they can do fine without it, but I miss the days of, I love the old record label, you know.
Yeah.
At least fool me when you take me out to dinner and I think you guys are buying it. At the end of the day, I'm really paying for it. But no, you know, it was always fun, you know, to feel like you're a part of the machine as far as that big machine that only does that record, you know, works for the band. And that was all that whole energy is so gone. But it's cool to, you know, I think the internet is amazing. It's an avenue that we can't deny. I love it. I consider myself a photographer of sorts now. I've welcomed myself into the community due to Instagram. Thank you.
Yes, me too.
Are you Instagram?
Yes.
So we'll follow. Can I follow you?
Yes,
okay,
please
cool.
do.
Oh my God.
Please.
Edit that. It's awesome. Are you kidding me? All right.
I'll give you my whatever. What do they call it? Your tag or your at tag thing.
I'm new to it. I still call stuff guitar. So I got new in the actually just in Blackout the Sun. I was forced and persuaded into opening up a Facebook. So I have my own Lajon Witherspoon Facebook, and I did a Twitter thing, and it was all fun and cool, and I liked it. And Instagram came along, and for me, a picture says more than 1,000 words, and so I just took a picture and link it to my Twitter, and then see you. You know,
it is. It's
and
fun.
It's fun. And I always, you know, I like to go adventure and history. I find myself being a history buff, so I'll go in a town and figure out something to go take a picture and, you know, kind of teach about it. And it's cool.
That's cool. Well, I'm sure with all the touring that you've done over the years, you've amassed like knowledge of all these different places.
Cool.
And
yeah, I think it's interesting. You know, I feel very blessed to be where we're at and to experience and meet the people and to the people that have changed my life. It's been incredible.
It's awesome. Well, throughout your career, there's got to be like some crazy stories of on tour.
Metal Mike, that guy, our light guy, our band assistant, my best buddy in the world. He's crazy. I remember one time we were out with Five Finger Death Punch, and I don't know if it was $100 or something for him to stand outside. It was like 0 below 0 or something ridiculous in his underwear and stand there. We all watched him and you know, it's too cold for anyone to go outside, and a lot of the guys were like, he's not going to do it, he's not going to do it. And I could hear him saying it on the bus. So I went outside and stood beside him. I said, you got to do it. They don't want you to win. And he sat out there and danced, and he won his $100. But it was funny because he had a whole bottle of Jack Daniels with him, so it couldn't have been a good thing. So, it was, you know, funny things like that. Nothing too crazy. We're not too crazy, you know. We're pretty laid back dudes, man. You know, we watch movies. We have movie nights on the bus.
That's awesome.
In the back lounge and things like that. We go to the gym normally.
Well, I have to imagine that, you know, you guys have been together for a long time, and I wanted to ask you about what do you attribute to like the longevity of your band? It just seems like nowadays so many bands are like, it's like they literally switch members every time the wind blows.
We're brothers. You know, we grew up together. We started as a group of guys that liked each other, and we didn't want a record deal. We weren't set out to a record deal. We were just like, hey, let's jam. This is cool. We got a band. Oh, you know, we jam with the guys that we always wanted to jam with. You know, we go see each other's bands. And when we finally, you know, Morgan and those guys came and got me when I was working at Hot Rocks, and they said, hey, man, you want to sing with us? And I was like, oh, man, Benny? Yeah, that dude, the blonde-headed guy with the long hair, you can barely understand because he's so country. Yeah, I want to jam with him. And it was, you know, it was fun. It was exciting. And I think that's why we're still together. I feel we were destined. I'm very blessed to be here. And I feel there's too much more stuff to do, so I'm not done yet.
Good. I like to hear that. Well, what inspires you, or not? What do you think inspires you, but also, you know, your band as a whole, like when musically,
everything,
and maybe outside
life.
of music too.
This interview inspires me. You know, being in Florida inspires me. You know, this doing a 2.5-month tour and maybe having like 4 or 5 days off and doing 5 in a row. This is in the middle of 6 in a row right now. So
wow.
That inspires me to know that we're able to do it still, and you know, and work hard and have something to show for it at the end. Oh God, I get to go home for 6 weeks after this. I can't believe in 4 more days. And I just the family, we just built a new house in Overland Park, Kansas. So I'm excited.
Congratulations.
So that inspires me. You know,
yeah.
and it inspires me to know that hopefully this album will do well. And I hate when it's like, oh, what's the next single? What's the next single? Mm-hmm. I feel like every song on the album, if it's so-called considered a single, could be a single because I feel like this album tells a story, and you have to go through it all, and you get the picture.
I like it. Well, I know you.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, you do have a family, and so what is that like being on tour? You know, being away from your family. Do they come with you?
Yeah, they come out here sometimes. You kidding me? My wife couldn't get her off the. No, she doesn't like to be on the bus anymore. And she says, "No disrespect to you guys, man, but I hate this." She tricked me, and I realized what it was. She came out to L.A. and Vegas and stayed out there for a week. But then I realized because some famous hair place closed shop down and fed her wine and did her extensions and did her up all. I never saw her the whole time. It was the day the record came out. And I was like, so what's going on? Well, I'll see you later. Yeah. Yee. I was like, that's why you're on the road with us. You're getting hooked up. No, but that's cool. And, I see the baby that, she brings him out. And, my youngest, she's 4, so it's easier to have her come to several places. But, yeah, we saw him. You see him, and, we said we're not going to tour as much. And then all of a sudden this album comes out, and we're, like, out here for 3 months without seeing anybody. Aww. It's like, oh, my God, we've never done this before. What happened? No, but it's cool. And, like I said, we have 6.5 weeks off, so we'll be at home with our families, and it'll be really, really cool. It's much needed. I'm sure I'll get home in 2 weeks, and the girl's like, get out of here. Get out of here with your weird stuff that you bring home. And I just got an R2-D2 robot that's voice commanded, and he brings me cold beers.
No, are you serious?
Let me tell you. Yeah.
I'll have to see a picture of this.
I got it. I just got home. It's in the box. I was like, don't open it. Don't touch it. I don't want him to hear anyone's voice. She's like, take it easy. You got to plug him up and all. I'm like, all right, listen. Don't touch him. He's mine. But he walks around the house. He patrols. If you can ask him questions like, hey, you remember Darth Vader? And he's like, and he shakes his head. He's like, no. You can say Princess Leia or whatever. And he actually does the video.
I was supposed to say the hologram?
Yeah, all of it. I'll show you. I have it on video. I'll show it to you.
Okay, I want to see that. So is that, I know we talked about off camera, but I want to get it on camera too, about your other, so you're a collector of sorts. So has that been your whole life?
Like I think so. They say I'm like you said, your father's a hoarder. I don't like the word hoarder. I think collector of interesting things. I have a lot of cool things I think are cool, I don't know. And like right now I'm in the middle of building a rat rod.
Wow.
It's an old car. Well, it's several different parts. I think I'll have a 31 Dillinger body.
Oh, cool.
And we might do a 61 Plymouth back like my friend that built his, and then some crazy front. But it's an American car with just parts, and we're just showing the world that these old things can still travel and be safe, and you don't have to spend $1 million on a car, and you can still have something that's classic and beautiful.
That's awesome.
I'll show you a picture
cool.
of it. It's on my Instagram, so we're gonna be Instagram buddies. And now, see, I know you because the only thing I hate about Instagram is I'll follow these people and I don't know them, and they'll be at a concert and take another picture with me, and I won't know it. And then at the end of the night, they'll tag me in it, and I'm like, oh, that was you. Why did you say it was you? Oh my God, how you doing? It's too late. We're on a bus 1,000 miles away from here. So it's
That's
cool.
Crazy.
I know
That's
you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Me too.
Well, as you know, we're with GetAMPed Magazine,
Yep.
so we ask all the artists this. What gets you amped?
Life, music. I feel like music gets me amped. I feel like if we didn't have music, I don't know where this crazy world would be. That gets me amped. Waking up every day, my family, meeting people like you. So, that gets me amped.
That's awesome. You're very humble, very nice.
I ain't nothing but a country boy.
You are from Atlanta.
I'm from Nashville, Tennessee originally.
Well,
I'm countryer than that. I'm countryer than Atlanta.
My mom's from Atlanta.
Oh, really? What part?
Like a little podunk town north. It's south, like 30 minutes south of Atlanta. It's called Jefferson.
Oh, it sounds country. I like it.
There's just a Kroger.
Oh,
that's about it.
Oh, I bet you they hung out in the Kroger parking lot. They partied down.
Well, so I watched your Falcons on Top video. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah. My friend Etzel from the band Dope, worked for this group, Banshee Music, and he gave me a call and said, hey, man, got these projects I would love for you to come out, and I think your voice would be great on. And I said, okay, whatever. So I fly to Chicago, and the initial song that I went to go do was for the NHRA, National Hot Rod Association.
Oh, cool.
And so I did this song called Ready to Go, Yeah. So it was awesome. I drive fast cars, so it fit. So it was cool, but just a kind of anthem-like song. And so we were sitting there, and we got done real fast. And he's like, "Man, that's what he's always got an angle. It was awesome." And he's like, "Yeah, man, you from Atlanta?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I got this Atlanta Falcons song, and I got this deal, and I had this guy sing it, and it's his version, but we can kind of change it around and do whatever, if you would be interested in singing it." And I said, "Let me hear it." And I had about 8 hours, and we had nothing to do. And I listened to the song, and I kind of changed it around and put, Dirty Birds and kind of put things that I felt like Atlanta people would kind of go towards. And I recorded it, and it sounded cool. They picked it up, and then during that process, we got into negotiation, and we said, hey, how about bring the band in? And so we brought Sevendust in, and we did a video in front of the Dome. Where did I just sound like I was from? The Dome. The Dome. I was like English all of a sudden.
You're from the UK?
Yeah,
now?
Irish with a little bit of Scandinavian
in
or
the
something.
Dome?
Weird. Must be the green corn. All right, so we did that with the cheerleaders in front of the Dome, and it was awesome. We had a good time, and this is a true story. So we're sitting there, and we're watching the cheerleaders practice to the song, and I'm like, man, they really got this down tight. Let me go over there and talk to them. We ended up being friends with these girls. They're really cool chicks, ladies. And I'm like, man, y'all know the song. Like, how do you know the song so well? And the one cheerleader said, oh, we're just doing the routine to Living on a Prayer. And I was like, I get it. She said, we're halfway there. Oh, Falcons on top. I was like, kiss my grits. So, hey, guess what? It worked, awesome. And it was awesome,
That's awesome.
That was a fun day. It turned out that the Falcons did really well that season, and, I was backing it. And it was a chance for me to go and perform at the Dome, but we were out on the road, so I wasn't able to. But it was very cool to be a part of that and, to fly that flag,
Definitely.
And I live in Kansas now. Yeah, I'm a Falcons fan. I live in Kansas, and I'm a Kansas fan now, too. What's up? My boy Shields is playing for the Royals, so.
Now you need to be a Jaguars fan in Jacksonville.
I like it. I saw the stadium today. Are y'all doing, is it a good football team?
I hope so this year.
Are they good?
Not last year.
We weren't good. Hey, we were
How
really
many years
good.
have y'all been a football team?
95 was our
Oh my God,
year.
that is so crazy. I would love to meet
Same
some
as
of the
the Carolina
Jaguars.
Panthers.
Oh, yeah, I would love it. Why
Maddie
didn't you?
was one of the cheerleaders.
I was getting ready to say you should be you were a cheerleader.
She did, yeah.
I did. I was last year.
Why not anymore?
Just doing other stuff. Graduated college. See
What?
what's up.
I knew you something. You're so amazingly beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
Awesome.
But yeah, well, is there any advice that you have for aspiring artists
Yeah, just
coming up?
yeah to stay true and just I don't know. Music to me, you know what? I feel like I wake up. I feel like I'm living my dream. Sometimes it's a nightmare, but it's cool. You got to have that in there. You got to have that mixture. You got to have the bad, the ugly with the bad, the good with the ugly, whatever you say. Just stay true and play out and keep your passion. And I don't know. Just when I thought we made it, it was like we weren't even close, and we still not even close. And it's been 50,000 years, I think. So just got to keep trying and don't give up and just I think stay humble. And always remember, I believe in the same people you see going up, you see coming down. So, you just gotta be cool. Just be cool. And I don't say pray, I say I pray. And if you pray to whoever you pray to, just pray. And I think everything will be all right. But
I like that.
I don't know.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was such a pleasure.
Oh, you're awesome. Oh.
You're awesome.
She rocks.
All right.
Keep the gig right here.
Hey, I'm LJ from Sevendust, and what gets you amped? See y'all. Hey,
Yeah.
they call me Django. You not seen Django?
No,
oh my
I
God!
wanted to.
You seen it? Oh, it's the best movie in the world. Wow.
He's got time. He's not sitting on a bus fucking movie.
Well, no, that's at nighttime. That's after we kick the ass of fucking millions of people.
And you're just like,
Sometimes we nice, y'all. Fast on, nice, y'all.